It's your boys, Pat Artist, Adam Connection, back again, dropping the needle, episode 4. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. The album in question, Adam, is one that you've never listened to, which is cool. And then we did. But it's nighttime, so I said, fuck it, we're going to have some, I'm going to have some beers. I don't know about you. You're going to have some beers.
Yeah, I'm drinking one.
There you go. Beer. So I'm having that Bearded Iris fucking, here, let me see if this fucking light's blinding it. 1230 Flamingo Road. I don't know if that means if I need to drink it by 1230, which is pretty soon.
I was gonna say, was that the address or something?
No. So it's passion fruit pink guava lactose. This is 6.0. Nice. If listeners think back about it, think about our Bearded Iris episode, Drew got to have this and I didn't. So, and they only released it yearly, so I never got to have it. So I saw it at a local beer store, at Mount Juliet Beer Company, my local beer establishment. Nice. And shout out to those dudes. And they had this. So I was like, fuck it. It nice. Is not pink as you would think.
Yeah. It looks like a normal IPA, normal crispy IPA.
You know, I love a crisp IPA. Ooh, bro, it's got them guavas in it though. Them guavas, you know.
It's not all tropical.
It's that tropical guavas. Pretty tasty. What are you drinking on?
I'm drinking on that Giacomo. Already opened it.
Ooh, love that.
Giacomo IPA. They, I don't know if you're familiar with the Giacomo. They changed the.
I haven't seen that label. No.
So it's like a juicy IPA where it used to be just kind of like a red, almost imperial IPA. Now they changed the, to appeal to the masses, I guess.
For sure.
The juicy hazy.
That juicy hazy, yeah. Love that. I'm a juicy hazy boy. So, ooh, it is hazy as fuck. Mine's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a good score, I think. Adam was giving me shit. I want to poll on this. What do we think about changing my color lights for every episode? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Adam's laughing at me, calling me a blue boy.
It looks very like goth. The black t-shirt.
Oh yeah, well, the black t-shirt. All right, so let's introduce what we're listening to.
Yeah.
So for the month of October for spooky season, we went into full, not spooky zone, but we went into full on, I don't know, what'd you call it? Junkie zone, basically.
Junkie zone.
Yeah, so Rolling Stones, we're doing Beggars Banquet. Hold on 1 second. Beggars Banquet. Fucking Bix, guys. Anyways, Beggars Banquet.
What's going on?
I recently got to go to the Rolling Stones No Filter tour, and it's like a 12-13 stop tour that they're doing across the US right now. And yeah, we went to the stop in Nashville, which was a fucking shit show. We'll get into that. But a little bit about Beggars Banquet. It's been constantly ranked on the top 500 albums of all time by Rolling Stone. Currently in the 2020 revision, it is at number 185.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is cool. Originally, I thought the album I wanted to talk about was Exile on Main Street, which is crazy.
But I don't know. I mean, I listened to that one, and I don't know. I'm glad you chose the one you chose, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, it was like there's not a lot of hits on it, but the one, it's still a pretty solid album.
Goodness, 1 second. You can hear this, right?
A little bit. What's going on, dude?
Just I don't think Binks likes the blue light, so he's freaking out and yelling. He's like, "What's that blue shit under the door?" Awesome. Let me get that blue stuff.
It's like, whoa, are aliens in there?
Yo, what's up, aliens? Anyway, yeah, Beggars Banquet. famously did not have any really hits when it came out, and
Yeah.
but has since um, garnered probably some of the top hits. So "Sympathy for the
Yeah.
Devil"
Yeah.
and
That's just gonna say that's probably the biggest. That's probably the
that's
biggest hit.
yeah. I mean, currently that is like an encore song for them. That is
Mm.
like a huge fucking deal.
Yeah.
And "Street Fighting Man," which is awesome.
Yeah.
Um, but the other ones, I think are like it did really well. So this is like
Yeah.
this Beggars Banquet is the seventh British and ninth American studio album by Rolling Stones, released in 1968.
Yeah.
Um, it
Which was crazy because I mean it still holds up, and I see see why it's still on that list.
what list? Yeah, yeah. So the reason I wanted to talk about it is there's so many interesting things about it. Like yeah, you're saying it still holds up. Like if you listen to any folk rock or anything like that now, you can see where it came from with this album.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh,
really
definitely.
folky, you know?
Yeah. And but like it's a lot of things actually, and that's what's cool because it's like it's folky blues and classic just rock and roll and like
Yeah.
all but and it's like it's I would say it's around the same time as like the Animals were around that time, the Yardbirds, and
Yeah.
Cream, all that stuff was around, but they had
Yeah.
their own thing going on where it was like yeah, it's rock and roll but like pop at the same time. I think it
Hmm.
was more lyric driven.
Yeah, I think, and you definitely had people like probably like Bob Dylan pushing
Yeah,
lyricism
that's yeah,
and shit like
yeah,
that.
definitely.
So
I was just gonna say it definitely feels more like a Bob Dylan album than anything else.
yeah, I prefer this shit over any Bob Dylan album. Sorry, guys.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, but there's funny things about it. So like the album cover you see now is like a toilet with like a whole bunch of graffiti behind it and stuff.
Yeah.
That was not the original album art. So the original album art was like this. It looks like a invitation card to like a banquet,
Okay.
and it's just plain. It's like card stock, Rolling Stones written like real nice on it, like some bullshit font,
Hmm.
and that was it.
Yeah.
And then it didn't get updated until many years later, until it
Oh
released
wow.
on like CDs and stuff.
Hmm.
So I thought it was funny because it's like this one is so gnarly, but it's like not that bad. Like it's not crazy. I mean, you just think of like Sticky Fingers, like there's a dick on the cover, like like in
Yeah.
leather pants.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Why change it, man? I don't know. That's weird.
like all of this art, there's like multiple. This is all like original shit. It's not like a redone cover art that they did like recently. It's like something they shot back then. They even had like an
Yeah.
art show in the late 2000 or mid
Yeah.
2000s about with all of like the shoots and stuff.
Uh,
Which is
that's
pretty
cool.
interesting, I think.
Yeah. That is what's interesting is about the whole like Rolling Stones. That's why like I never really listened to them because it's like just like I've always heard the hits but never just like sat down with an album. It's like I'm listening to this whole thing. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
but this one it's like I did because like there are some good songs like Jigsaw Puzzle. Like that
Oh,
one's a
Dad,
solid song.
I was about to say Jigsaw Puzzle's the
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So it's not a long album, which is dope too. 40
Yeah.
minutes. You can get through it pretty quick.
Hmm.
I think the standouts definitely are Jigsaw Puzzle as like the random non-hit, right?
Yeah.
And then you get Sympathy for the Devil, which is one of my favorite songs of theirs, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, and just in general. And then
Also just like a huge fucking hit too,
fucking huge hit, like crazy. But it's kind of you got to think. Or so if you think about it in a record format, um, record format starts out with Sympathy of the Devil for the first side, and then
Yeah.
Jigsaw Puzzle closes out that side.
Hmm.
Which, dude, I think just with that, with 5 tracks, that's a solid first
Yeah,
turn.
definitely.
And then the second side starts with Street Fighting Man, which I
Hmm.
think is equally dope.
Yeah.
And kind of it leads into that side's kind of more bluesy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's
Yeah,
what I was gonna say. It definitely gets more bluesy towards the end of the album.
yeah. I think it starts out like folky, but then like builds and then gets bluesy, which is
Yeah.
kind of it's really interesting as far as albums go. Goodness. This dude is just yelling outside the door.
It's like give me that alien light, give
Mm-hmm.
me that blue alien light.
A blue alien. There's a couple of random things on here too that are really kind of interesting about it. I'm gonna scroll up. This is from the Wikipedia, so if I'm wrong, fuck it. Um, uh, Around the same time, Jumpin' Jack Flash was recorded, and their next album, it was basically this and Let It Bleed, the one with like the cake is the cover
Yeah,
art.
mm,
They're
yeah.
kind of recorded around the
That's
same
the
time.
like,
Yeah,
that's probably their biggest album, right? Or one
yeah,
of
I
them.
think so.
Um,
Um, Brian Jones, which was a founding band member, this was
mhm.
his last um, outing, even in the studio with them. He died after this.
Oh, wow.
But he was on Jumpin' Jack. So this is kind of weird. So they
Was
kept songs for the next album, right? And
yeah.
like dude that died was
Mhm.
on the next one. Like even though he'd been
Oh,
dead.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotcha. They just kept the track. Yeah,
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
yeah, that's crazy.
What was your favorite track, you think?
Jigsaw Puzzle for sure, and then Factory Girl is pretty solid. Those are like my two, I think.
Yeah. What's funny about this is like some of this shit wouldn't fly these days. Like right now. Some of the shit they say in this album is
Oh
really
yeah,
dated.
that's what the whole thing about the Rolling Stones. That's why I was like laughing. I was telling someone at work because I know I've told you, but like here we listen to Tixef Film. It's like an kind of like a jukebox, like oldie station, and
Yeah.
dude, they play some fucking hits, dude. And I think what I figured out is like they play whatever was like on the radio 40 years ago or something,
Okay.
and like around that time. So like right now it's like 71 and shit, and it's
Hmm.
like yeah, it's like Rolling Stones and shit, and like a lot of Beatles. But since we've been talking about Rolling Stones, yeah, Jumping Jack Flash came on today, dude. Like that, it's crazy. Like when I was on my way home from work.
Hell yeah.
So
Stones came on when I was on the way to work or way home from work today too.
yeah,
I forget which song it was though. It wasn't Jumpin' Jack Flash.
yeah,
But man, I don't know. I mean, I think the key things to talk about with this are those three songs. Those are like the
uh,
highlights. So if you're looking
mhm.
for a what's it called? Like a I don't know, throwback album from the late 60s and you want to see where the Rolling Stones evolved from. I think this is where they like really kind of like pushed it past what they came out like same shit as Beatles, like in fucking suits and
Yeah, no, for
quickly
sure.
evolved
Yeah,
from
like
that.
boy
But
band. Yeah, boy band to rock and roll band.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is so they did like their whole psychedelic phase or whatever in the previous two
yeah.
albums between the buttons and their satanic majesty's request.
Mm.
And this one it says, this is what the Wikipedia says. It says styles such as roots rock and a return to the blues rock sound that
Yeah,
made them what they are,
yeah.
which I agree. um I mean, some of my favorite shit that they do is almost bluesy. Maybe that's
Mm.
like where we grew up. That's kind of like some shit that was ingrained.
Yeah, definitely.
But um, I don't know, man. This one I think stands out because of its length. It's not. It doesn't overstay its welcome,
Yeah,
and it is just it's a solid listen. Like you can get through it pretty like good.
yeah,
It
definitely.
hypes you at the beginning, the slow
Yeah,
drum, and then it builds, and then it does its fucking thing, and then it just bows out.
yeah. I mean, it's like it's like you said. It's like it's not hit. It's not like you would put like it's almost like a Rolling Stones playlist, but without what I mean, without the hits. I guess like more like deep cuts. I guess that's
Yeah,
what it felt for me. It was like, oh wow, this is I know it's the Rolling Stones because it has that familiar sound, but it's like, oh wow, this is some shit that I don't really hear on the regular from them.
Hmm. Yeah, almost like a if you're looking on like Apple Music or something, like you look at that like Next Steps album they have,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
it's like
hmm,
kind of like that,
yeah,
which I think is cool if you're interested in all at all in this. Um,
yeah.
I,
I
I
guess
think
yeah,
it's great.
that's a good point that you put out. Yeah, it's like a good milestone for their career.
Yeah, I mean
So,
it's crazy to think that they were on their ninth album in 1968. That's crazy,
yeah,
dude.
that's insane. Yeah,
Like these motherfuckers are moving better than I am these days. And
yeah, but I mean, like you said though, that's it's that fast paced, like kind of like precursor to punk, where they like wrote like quick songs that were like they're easy to remember. You can perform them all the time.
Mhm.
It's short and sweet, and just
Yeah.
you know,
This is also like this, and I was thinking when I was thinking about doing this episode, I was thinking about Exile on Main Street. Now they were like
yeah,
full on basically junkies at that point.
yeah,
And this is definitely they were in that groove for sure.
hmm,
Um and you can kind of tell on some shit.
yeah,
Like some of the songs you're just like, whoa, you might have been really fucked up making this thing like it's like three in
yeah,
the morning maybe. Like I think Jigsaw Puzzle is like legit, like some rambling, but then it turns like it's probably like I feel like the story behind that is probably like, yeah, I was rambling and writing it down, and then when I was, straight again
putting
the
it
next
together.
day,
Yeah,
I
putting it
like looked
together.
at it and I was like, this could be cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's a good way of
there's
putting
something
it.
really interesting about this that I saw earlier that I think you'll find interesting. Um, issues. I gotta find it. So, oh yeah, due to an error in mastering, Beggar's Banquet was heard for over 30 years at a slower speed than it was recorded.
Oh wow.
This had the effect of altering not only the tempo of each song, but the song's key as well. These differences were subtle but important, and the remastered version is about 30 seconds shorter than the original version.
Oh, okay, that
So
makes
the original
sense.
release. So basically the remaster is how they intended it to sound.
Yeah,
But
that's
people were
that's crazy.
listening to this shit slow as fuck for them.
Yeah, like man, it's like
Like,
there's
this
nothing they could do.
grooves, but like I can just whoo, whoo, at the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
These fuckers. But
Ooh,
but
hope to catch my hand.
yeah, it's please to help me looking ass. All right, so with picking this album, there was obviously a reason. Um, the reason was I bought tickets to this show, to the fucking to the No Filter tour 2 years ago. So in 2019, these tickets went on sale, and I was like, yes, I'm going to that, because I was thinking, oh shit, this might be it, man. These dudes are up there.
Yeah.
So I was like not tripping about uh I didn't buy like crazy expensive tickets. It was just like I just want to see them, see what it's like, and that's
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
And didn't even buy any merch or anything. This is like a shirt I picked up from somewhere else. So because that shit, dude, a t-shirt
Oh, I
was
can only
like
imagine.
60, like $55, $65. I was like, no.
Yeah,
Uh,
dude, it's so shitty because, like, I mean, it's like, yeah, everywhere is like getting like more expensive, but I can only imagine, like, yeah, merch now after not being on tour for like 2 years.
dude.
It's like, I mean, but the Rolling Stones, it's like, you have all the money in the world. It's like, oh, they could see their manager be like, okay, you gotta start charging $70 for these T-shirts, man.
I'll
It's
tell
the
you what though,
last
they were
tour.
selling like hotcakes in that bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because
Like
yeah, I
it,
mean, it's like the last, it's like the last living band, legend living band.
that
So
that's
it's like
something I
sell that shit on
definitely,
eBay and
yeah, that's something I wanted to touch on too. It's like I feel like the Rolling Stones are the last, or close to the last band from that era that is still just as good as they've ever
yeah,
been.
yeah, Oh,
And
yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's funny, people always talk about them in the same breath as the Beatles and like their whole controversy throughout the years. But like, I think there's one thing that's unspoken about it. Maybe it's spoken, fuck it, whatever. But it's like, Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney butt heads all the time. But I
Yeah.
think McCartney's thing about it is like fucking Mick Jagger's had a band for 60 years, dude. Like the Beatles did not last that long. There's got to be
No.
some kind of like, fuck, what if, you know?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
what if the fucking Beatles were touring right now? That'd be insane.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
Um,
but I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's like that is interesting to think about that.
mhm.
I
I
don't know,
think
but
that's why Mick Jagger
I've
doesn't
always
really
liked the
go at him,
Beatles. I've
huh?
always liked the Beatles more than the Rolling
Well,
Stones.
yeah, I think that but there's got to be a thing. I think that's the only ticket that that Rolling Stones have over the Beatles is like, yeah, they went through some shit. Like some people have died,
Yeah,
but they're still doing it, man. You know,
yeah. No, it's
and
true.
they
Yeah,
let all the bullshit to the side. It's,
yeah.
I mean, there's super famous stories about what's his name, fucking Charlie Watts, like fighting Mick Jagger because he was being a douchebag
Yeah.
and just being like there's a famous story about him uh Charlie getting woken up by Mick in the middle of the night, and he was yelling down in this lobby or something, like drunk as shit,
Mm.
saying, "Where's my drummer? Where's my drummer?" And instead of like just rushing down there and being like, "Shut the fuck up,"
Yeah.
Charlie got up, dressed himself in a three-piece suit, went and punched him right in the face in front of everybody, and
Damn.
then said, "Don't ever call me your drummer again. You're my singer." And then went back to bed.
Damn.
That's some gangster shit. Like
Yeah.
that's dope as fuck. And that dude was a
Yeah.
jazz drummer. So that's like
Yeah.
kind of dope that he just went
Yeah.
in like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So um
It's probably
I
like
don't
I've seen a thing or two. Like fuck you. Yeah.
yeah, he's like, bro, you don't know. You know what's up. But it's kind of cool. Like there's shit like that probably kept them together. Like they all like kind of respected each
Kept each
other.
other in line. Yeah.
And I feel like there was probably some kind of lean with the Beatles at some point where they were like somebody got in somebody's ear. I'm not even gonna say the Yoko thing, but it's like somebody got in somebody's ear that said you're
Well,
more talented than them. Like you need to leave them.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's what's I don't know if you know about the Peter Jackson Let It Be documentary that's
I'm
about to come out.
pumped about that. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Well, that's I think it kind of touches on some of that
yeah,
because like I think it's or yeah, it was George Harrison that leaves the band for a little bit during that album.
yeah. He quit or something. He just
Yeah,
quit. The
yeah,
trailer is crazy. It was like holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. Looks
Um,
good.
Go check that out. It's on Apple TV Plus or whatever.
It's on
Um,
Disney.
oh,
Yeah,
Disney Plus. Disney Plus. That's right.
Disney Plus, like around I think around Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's November something for sure. I
Yeah,
watched it. I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be awesome. They
yeah,
released the album this past Friday of like all those cuts
yeah. There,
from the
yeah.
thing. Let it
The
be.
remastered version. Yeah, that always like the 50th anniversary. What is the 50th anniversary remastered
Yeah, but it's got like
or
I've been
whatever?
listening to it all week so far. It's got some like
Yeah,
crazy shit on it.
yeah.
But going back to the Stones. So yeah, I wanted to go see the show, and I bought two tickets. They're playing. This is a stadium show, so we had to see them at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And so we went to this place to eat. We're like, all right, cool. We're gonna make a day of it, right? We're gonna go out. We're gonna get some food. We haven't been to a concert since COVID hit, so it's like pretty stressful, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna go to somewhere that's familiar that we've stopped in before to like pick up food or whatever. This place called Joyland, which is Sean Brock. He's a famous chef. He made like a burger place, and it's fucking
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
So we stopped in, and it's nothing fancy. It's like legit like a burger joint.
Yeah.
So we stop in. This place is exactly 1 mile from Nissan Stadium.
Nice.
My man, when I tell you it took us 2 hours
Oh yeah, I can
to
imagine.
go that 1 mile.
Yeah.
I do not exaggerate. So we were like, all right, cool. We'll fucking turn on the thing, put on the GPS, right? We're fucking just to make sure we go like the parking lot's in its own like section of the city. So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna go. We're gonna put on the GPS to go to it. Put it on. It's like, oh, 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, traffic, whatever.
Yeah.
We go on the street that it tells us to,
Mm-hmm.
and we get halfway to the street, and there's a cop blocking the middle of the street
Oh no.
telling everyone to turn around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? Like, this dude clogged up. I think I'm gonna blame that one man for the whole thing, like for the whole day. It got so bad, bro. I was about to have a fucking breakdown in this car, like freaking the fuck out that I wasn't gonna see
That's why,
this
like,
show.
dude, to be honest, like when I see shows now, like especially here in New Orleans, it's like I know how it's gonna be. I just say call a fucking Uber and just get us like get me as close as you can and just I'll walk. You know?
Yeah. Well, that was like an idea, but like thinking back to it, I would have just paid the parking at the fucking lot that we were at a mile
Yeah.
away and walked.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a problem with that. It's a mile, big deal.
No.
But I didn't know that it was gonna take that fucking long. And
Yeah.
when we got to parking, finally found out that there was an opener that we didn't know about.
Oh yeah.
And I'm perfectly fine with because I was hearing music while we were driving, and I was like,
Mm.
dude, I'm missing this fucking show. I paid for it. I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Like, oh my God. And turns out there was an opener. Whatever. I was so psyched that I missed them. Like most psyched I've ever been to miss an opener.
Yeah.
And freaking out, freaking out. At one point, Meg was trying to pull sympathy card on me. She was like, yo, you can get out if you want. I'll drive to the parking lot.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not how it's gonna work.
Yeah. That's
So
some
I'm
shit
freaking
Chelsea
out.
would say too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's like no. What the point is to go together. Like,
yeah, the point is we're doing this as an experience.
yeah.
And it was an experience for sure. So we get to the parking lot, and this is not listed either. Okay. So anybody going to a show at Nissan Stadium in Nashville,
Mm.
know that if you don't pay ahead for the parking pass, it is $44 to park.
Oh damn.
44 fucking dollars,
Yeah.
dude.
No.
I was
Fuck that.
like, all right, fuck it, whatever. I was just so pissed at that time. I was like, I don't care. I
Because
really
even
don't.
Uber at peak hours is probably,
I
is
know,
probably cheaper than that.
dude. I was just like, this is, and now, I mean, that was also a factor why we didn't buy any merch or anything. I was like, I just bought
Yeah.
$44 worth of parking.
Yeah.
Anyways, this shit. All right, so we get in the stadium, right? Figure out where we're sitting. Of course, what is the one thing that always happens when you're going to a concert with assigned seating? Someone sitting in your spot. So
Oh yeah.
I had to tell an old couple to move, and the lady, I felt bad for the lady because she was like, "Oh, we're so sorry. Like we sat because I couldn't go any further." I was like, "Damn, you shouldn't be here."
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, that's what you paid for, bitch. Get on my seat.
So we told her to
Like, did
take
you
a
not look at
hike.
the map? Yeah.
Yeah, take a hike. Go ahead, climb that mountain. And
Yeah.
so they did. And then
Damn.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that happened when I went to go see Paul McCartney. We were up that high too. It's just like, yeah, people like don't realize like how, high it is. Like, especially at
It's
an older
gnarly.
age. It's like it's steep, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been to a concert where I had to like be top fucking row. It
Yeah.
wasn't like top row, like I'm a top section, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, like I usually don't do that. But these tickets were fucking expensive still. They were still like $150 a piece. So I was
Yeah.
like, hell no. Like, this is
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
that's how it was when I saw Paul McCartney, and it was like, yeah, over 3 rows from like the very top. Like,
Yeah.
it was, yeah,
So it's
it's
like
like
it's
sold
an
out
it's a
show.
thing you go for just to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you want to hear the songs from the person.
Yeah.
So we sit down 15 minutes later, they start. I was like, fucking relief, dude, relief. And they start out with some shit. Somebody comes on the mic. He's like, Nashville, the Rolling Stones, and then it was like immediately hit, 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 and then they do this thing. I never like. I think this is cool that older bands do this, but they'll pick like a lottery system. I guess with their like fan club or something of like different songs, and
Okay,
the
that's cool.
fans get to pick what the song is that they play out of like four or
Yeah.
five or something,
Hmm.
which that was cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Um, and I think they picked "Honky Tonk Woman," which is a dope song.
That's good.
Um, yeah, but it was just like I knew there was 19 songs played. I knew there were going to be 19 songs. That's including encore. And so at 17, I stood up and I was like, "We're leaving. Like, we're gonna get up because it's a long walk." And we
Yeah.
heard the whole encore as we walked out, and I was like, "This is cool." And I walked
Yeah.
up for "Sympathy for the Devil" was the first song, and the second one might have been "Jumpin' Jack Flash." I forget.
Nice.
Um, but I was like, "Sympathy for the Devil" is one of the only songs I wanted to see anyway. Like, well, I'll see if a minute or two of it, and I'll dip out.
Yeah. That's what's up.
And that was what's up. And it
Yeah.
was overall, I would grade it as something I saw. Nothing that was crazy impressive.
On a scale 1 to 10.
Solid six.
Damn.
That seven.
Damn.
But like, I think the problem was like, I wasn't crazy about my seat. I wasn't
Yeah.
crazy about the fucking the whole atmosphere. There was not a single mask in that fucking place, dude.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
what I was gonna
getting
ask
gnarly.
you. Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is that what was it? You had to be vaccinated to go there?
No,
No,
that
really.
was that was like I was like, oh
Dude,
fuck,
it
man.
is weird that like more and more places don't care. Like we went out to eat the other night. Like I mean, it's like here you're supposed to be vaccinated in the city of New Orleans for it
Mhm.
to like sit down at a place and dine. And but yeah, we went in there. They didn't check our vaccination cards or anything. And it's just like yeah, more and more places seem feel that way in
Yeah,
bars and shit. You
I
know.
was kind of tripping. I was like, all right, like, but bro, they barely checked our tickets to get in this shit. It was kind of
Yeah.
crazy. We
Well,
walked
yeah. They
in
probably just
and yeah, there was not a fucking mask in sight. And this is a stadium, dude. This shit was sold out. So we're like, fuck, bro, this is crazy. Like,
yeah.
and yeah, it was fucking crazy. So it
Well,
was just like weird. The whole vibe was just kind of strange. So it kind of
yeah.
takes it down for me.
Yeah.
But um yeah, overall, man, probably seven, I'd say.
Are you
Cool
glad
that we
you went
saw.
though?
Oh, I'm so
You
happy
think?
we went.
Yeah.
That might even take it up one more notch, like for real. Like I'm
Yeah.
happy that it went. Super bummed that Charlie died like a month before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. But now really reading into it, like doing this episode, reading into it, they had like a few regular players that are not around anyway. So it's not actually like sure it's the band as like most people know them, but it's not like the original band. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I would have gone. How was Paul McCartney? I would have loved to see that.
That was good. Dude, yeah, it was really good. I mean, it's he still gets it too. Like down
Mm.
around there dancing. He does a bunch of covers.
Oh yeah.
He yeah, he did like a Jimi Hendrix tribute, which was like it was kind of cool, but it was kind of random. Like, but
Um, when I saw what was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I saw Coldplay at the uh, Rose Bowl
mm,
a few years ago. It was when right after Prince died, and they did a Prince cover. That was really cool.
that's cool. That's cool.
And like they do their wristband thing, right? Where like the
Hmm.
flashing wristband. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they all turn purple. when it was
Nice.
going, which was really cool.
That's cool.
But I don't know, man. I think that
Yeah.
sums up this album. Go check out Beggars Banquet.
Yeah, definitely.
It's dope. What would you give it out of like 1 to 10?
The album.
Yeah.
Um, I give it a solid 8, dude.
Oh, that's high praise from Adam Knitch.
No,
This motherfucker don't give no eights. Yeah.
no.
He's a five and below kind of a guy.
Yeah.
Nothing's good.
It sucks.
Sucks. Trash. Fucking hate it. Okay. Well, dude, there's some other shit we should probably talk about. Saw a highlight or a headline today. It said Kanye West illegally changed his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know shit about this. You know anything about this?
Yeah, he's just changing it to yay, I guess.
Ugh.
It's like stupid, dude. But whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's just like, and then like have you seen like I guess he posted on Instagram like a picture of his back of his head. He got like some whack ass haircut.
I did see that. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Someone
okay.
posted the scene from Don't Be a Menace.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
movie? Where it's like, hey, can you line me up? Can your boy line me up? And he's like, that's gonna be $13. He's like, what? My boy down the street charges 6. He's like, well, if you want your head all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like picture.
Love it. One of my favorite scenes in that movie is is my dude picking out his shoes and his Glock, how they fit. Shall I wear these with this Glock? Yeah, go check that shit out if you haven't seen it. All you youngins probably never fuck with that. The Marlon Wayans early shit.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I remember first time I saw that movie, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
and I had seen like Boys in the Hood and shit, but I was just like,
Yeah.
how did anybody make this movie? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was like,
It's so good.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely, if you like any of those scary, like the scary movie movies, like that is definitely what spawned that shit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's probably way bad. To me, it's better than Scary Movie and all that stuff.
100%.
White chicks and all that dumb shit.
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy to think that White Chicks is like one of their biggest hits.
Yeah, but I mean, like just the
It's
fact
fun,
that they
but
got away with doing that was hilarious.
yeah, yeah,
Like, good for them. The Wayans brothers are
yeah.
dope. I met what's his name on a show. The dude that plays Coach on New Girl. He's one of the Wayans
Oh yeah,
brothers.
no,
Yeah,
he's
I
like
met
the
him one
son
time.
of he's Damon Wayans Jr.
Yeah, yeah. I met him
Yeah,
on a show one time. He was super cool, like super chill
yeah,
dude.
but yeah, that's cool.
Uh, yeah, I think all the Wayans are probably pretty rad.
Yeah,
I don't know. So what have you been up to? Anything else you
yeah.
want to talk about in this episode?
Not really, man. I can't think of anything. Just been, I don't know, man. There's like no new music lately, really.
Okay, I mean, I just mentioned Coldplay. They just dropped a huge ass
Oh
album. Yeah,
yeah,
they had a, well, I say huge because like they did a couple of I love it when people hate on me for liking Coldplay, but fuck it. They did
yeah.
a song with BTS, that
Oh
K-pop
yeah,
band.
yeah, yeah. I
And
saw
I
that.
was
I was
like,
like,
I listened to them.
I'm out.
Dude, I'm not about it, but it's like
I'm out.
I'm like, okay,
I
I
fucking hate
get
that
it.
shit,
I
dude.
get it.
Yeah,
If you're like one of the biggest bands in the world, of course you're gonna do something with another biggest band in the world.
yeah.
You call them a band. I don't know if they are a band. There's a boy
No,
group, but yeah, it's real weird. Half English, half Korean.
no.
Super strange. Apparently hit like number one in a fuck ton of countries.
But
I mean, I get it. It's fucking, they hit number one whenever they put out anything. So,
yeah, just I don't get
but
it.
not my cup of tea. You know,
Yeah,
I'm a heavy early Coldplay fan. Like
yeah,
those first three albums are solid.
Yeah, definitely.
Also really there, there's like comfort food. If I'm trying to like concentrate on
Yeah,
some shit, I can throw that on just to
yeah.
have
Ghost and
noise.
clocks.
Yeah, like white noise. Yeah. Throwing some parachutes, throwing some uh fucking oh. Uh damn, bro. Why did I just blank out just now?
I don't know, bro.
Oh fuck. Bro, I don't know
You
what
good?
I was thinking.
You smell toast.
Oh, I hope not. Fuck. No, no, I'm good. Why can't I think of this right now? This is killing me. Uh, fuck. I don't know. I'm gonna. Oh my god,
I don't
my fucking brain is broken, bro.
know.
Oh, fucking rush of blood to the head. Duh. Oh my
Oh yeah,
god. Obvious of rush of blood to the head. I fucking couldn't
yeah,
think. God
yeah.
damn. You know what I'm really excited for though? Speaking of this type of band, is this new Radiohead thing coming out in November.
Oh yeah, just the B sides or whatever.
Well, it's like how people were saying that in Rainbows and what was it? Another one of their albums. Or maybe it was Kid A and OK Computer. Like if you combined them a certain way, it was one album.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like that, but it's
That's
like the
yeah, yeah. That's
first
kind of what it
three or
is.
some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
That's what it is. They've combined. They've like intermixed them or whatever. Like
I guess so.
right. I guess mixed them up like a couple songs from one album and
Yeah.
then mixed them.
I think it'd be sick if they toured that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, they probably will.
Hope so. I'd love to go see Radiohead again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What was the remember the solo project that Tom York had? The like electronic project. I always forget. I guess it was just him. It was just his name, I guess, right?
Oh, he's done like two. He's done like two. Tom.
But anyways, he played here like a couple years ago. Like I think it was 2019 or 2018. Sorry, it's probably 2019, like right before COVID.
Oh shit, he's done quite a few. This is kind of crazy. Uh, Anima. That's the one with like the videos and shit, like him in a train station and stuff.
Yeah, I think. Hang on.
Like not that long ago.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
So he was
cool.
like touring. He was like touring with that here, and he came here though. And I wanted to go, but
Mm.
it was like fucking outrageous, dude.
Oh really?
You guys were going for like 250 and stuff because it was like in a theater, like a little
Oh,
Mahalia
that's
Jackson
cool.
theater. So it was like a smaller venue.
That's super cool. Yeah, it says
Yeah,
he's released 3 studio albums, 1 soundtrack album, 2 EPs, two
yeah. The
compilation
soundtrack was
albums.
for fuck, what was that
Suspiria.
movie? Yeah, Suspiria.
Yeah, I'm looking at him
Still
right
haven't
now.
seen. Have you seen that movie?
No, it's
Yeah,
about
it's a
vampires in it.
yeah, it's a remake. Yeah,
Yeah, and 16 singles. It's crazy.
jeez.
But then you got other dudes in what's it called? In this band and fucking Radiohead that are insanely talented as well.
Yeah,
So
like Johnny Greenwood. Yeah,
yeah, Johnny Greenwood's done a ton of shit.
yeah.
Like
He's doing a bunch of like. I mean, he's doing a bunch of like soundtracks and scores now.
yeah, actually, let's see how they pan out. Johnny Greenwood. Let's see how they pan out. Let's see the breakdown. Oh shit,
Bet you Johnny Greenwood's probably done more.
he has. They're not even listing it. It's so many. He did Phantom Thread. There Will Be Blood.
Yeah,
This is a lot, dude. This is crazy. He's only 49.
yeah,
Fuck him being so successful.
yeah.
Damn. Anyways, I don't think there's much not much else. I mean, Adele's about to release a new album, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, which you think it's gonna be good? You think it's gonna
Yeah.
be overhyped?
Have you seen it? Have you heard the new track?
No.
Dude, it's fuck. Your boy almost cried. Shit's shit's amazing.
Yeah, the feels. You're like, oh man, pumpkin spice latte to cure me.
Yeah, I almost got a pumpkin spice latte like immediately. Ordered to my throat. Hold on, I'm gonna try this. I had a second beer waiting in the wings.
Nice.
Future Hop IPA. This is a New Belgium Voodoo Ranger series, and it is an 8.0, so a little
Wow.
bit higher than my previous beverage. Yeah, 8.0. And no, this one's good. And I already had
Like
one before we
going heavy
started,
on
so
a Tuesday night.
bruh, I don't give a fuck right now. I'm having a heavy week, my dude. Not just beverage wise, but there's in general. Life
Yeah,
is taking a fuck on my face. So
that's true.
yeah. So um
Damn.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's there's oh, you know what we can talk about. Where we talk about pop culture on the show too. Dropping the needle, we do some other shit. So um random things that Quick Sixer's doing. I've been doing some like random ass pickup videos. Some fucking I just did a review video on the Mountain Dew Flamin'
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember you telling me
God.
about that. I haven't
Whew,
watched it yet. You put that
bruh.
video out? It's out
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's out now.
Oh god, I gotta watch it.
No, dude. All right, so I'm gonna give you Meg's breakdown of what it is. She said it's Mountain Dew Red Hot, but if you let batteries sit in it for a long time. That's what it tastes like
Oh
there.
yeah, like a 9-volt battery.
Yeah.
When you like get that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can only imagine,
Remember when
bro.
motherfuckers
Like,
would tell you to do that? Like, oh yeah,
dude,
just put
I
the
with
9 volt
my
on your tongue,
with my stomach issues, bro, I could not
bro.
do.
I
I'd
remember
instantly
somebody
throw
told
up
me that.
and shit myself.
I remember first time somebody told me that. I was like, "You're fucking crazy. I ain't doing that." And then I
Yeah.
did it. So but it was awful. So
How'd you feel? Like, were you like, oh
oh,
my
dude, like
god?
weird, like nauseous a little bit.
I bet.
Like you're like,
It's like tearing
bro,
up
just
your
like the
insides. You're
battery.
like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm cool. We just like
It's
shit my
like,
pants, go
yeah,
home.
I'm shitting and peeing blood, but I'm okay.
No, nothing that crazy. Not licking a 12 volt or some shit. One of those remote control car batteries. Like, uh, nah, bro. Also, shout out Johnny Greenwood looking like the most emo motherfucker ever.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
no, we can talk about some other shit that's in the zeitgeist, my dude. Speaking of famous music or just music in general, a new Halloween came out.
oh
Probably the
yeah,
most famous, I don't know,
yeah.
horror theme ever.
I haven't watched it yet, bro. So no spoilers.
Bruh.
No bueno.
All I'm gonna say, so I don't ruin it for you, is I hope that the third one is real good.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've heard. I mean, when they put it on Peacock, I was like, oh no.
Well, I knew why they did the Peacock. I was like, no one's seeing this shit. Like, they're not gonna go out and see it. So like, they're gonna have to do some kind of streaming like platform thing.
Yeah, but actually,
And
it's what's crazy is that it did well in theaters though.
mm-hmm, I was tripping. I
Like,
was like, all right,
yeah, it was the biggest thing seen watched this fucking weekend, dude.
yeah, which is like, it's crazy.
And then that fucking Ridley Scott thing bombed.
What did
The
Ridley
last
Scott put
duel.
out?
The last duel.
Oh, did it? I
Yeah,
forgot that was him.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I
Adam
was gonna do
Driver.
good anyway. Yeah,
Adam Driver.
Affleck and Damon and Driver in there.
Yeah,
It's just kind of
which is not.
weird. Weird flex. Like, who's
Yeah,
doing a fucking like medieval knight thing right now?
yeah.
Um,
Like Game of Thrones was like, yeah, that was 3 years ago.
yeah, and it didn't end well, guys. Remember?
Yeah, but that's
Uh,
that's about to come out the prequel to Game of
yeah,
Thrones.
the fucking dragon people, whatever.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't know if you watch it, but Ozark season 3 trailer dropped
Do you
today.
know? Oh, did it really?
Yeah, a little teaser.
It can't be season. It's season 4. It's gotta be.
Or yeah, sorry, season 4.
I was
Yeah.
like, season 3 ended crazy as
Yeah, I was like,
shit.
yeah, season 4.
I love that show.
Yeah,
Fucking love that show.
definitely.
Also, all this shit coming out of fandom, DC fandom. New Batman looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm all
Nah, I
about
thought that
Pattinson.
that penguin.
Oh yeah, Penguin looking good.
Okay, sweetheart.
Oh shit, man. Oh shit.
It's like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, dang, Colin Farrell's like you fucking killing. Uh, what is it called? This is good as shit, by the way. Go pick this up. I found this shit at Target. So
Oh, nice. Yeah,
yeah,
I need to mess with those beers. I just like I don't know why I'm like always like, oh, I'm just gonna stick to like local stuff, and I always forget to venture out to the Sierra Nevadas and the
dude.
New Belgiums of the world.
I'm telling you, this new Belgium, the the Voodoo Ranger series is. I might go on record for it. It might be my favorite widely spread beer series there is. Like they're
Nice.
always good.
Yeah.
Like the
What's
Juicy
the
Ranger thing is a fucking
yeah?
awesome.
But you were bringing up, I always and like another brewery like I always forget about is Stone, like all the stuff that they do, like the Enjoy by. I always forget about that.
Yeah, I was gonna bring one of those out. They were a little deep in my fridge though. I was like, let's grab this top one. Yeah, I got the Stone. It was the last case at the beer store at
Yeah.
Julia Beer Company.
It's funny. One of the dudes I work with, he's from Puerto Rico, and it's so funny because like he'll just talk to me about beers, and I'll be like, oh, I love some IPAs, and he'll like, have you ever had Arrogant Bastard? I'm like, oh yeah, and like look it up. I'm like, oh yeah, that is. He's like, it's a heavy one. I'm like, yeah. I look it up. I'm like, oh yeah, it's fucking like 8%. And then he was like
Yeah,
talking to me today. He was like, oh, have you had the Space Dust? And I'm
Space
like,
Ghost is
oh yeah,
fire.
dude. I was like, yeah, that shit's solid.
Yeah, I think, dude, I'm
That's
telling
that's
you.
an 8. Yeah,
Yeah, Space
that's an
Dust is
8.
an
I
8.
forget that you can fucking get it in a 6 pack, bro. Like
Oh, these come in 6 pack.
the what
The Future hops.
is that? That's an 8 too.
Hmm.
No, nice.
Yeah, and the fucking Enjoy By came in a 6 pack.
You know, that's an
Um,
8.
so no, that one's a 9.4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like,
Dude, there was one. This one. I forgot what is the name of that brewery? It's out of Atlanta. But yeah, it was like a double IPA. And it was coming at 10, and it was in a 6 pack,
oh my god.
and 12-ounce cans, dude.
So, Atlanta?
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
Orpheus
Orpheus?
Brewery. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No,
yeah. That
that's
shit's
some good
good.
beer.
Yeah, solid.
Um, dude, 10% in a 6 pack. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that wasn't
and it
in
was like
like a
decently
four
priced too.
pack,
Like,
16-ounce cans
yeah,
type of
yeah.
situation.
And I was like, this is weird. Like,
Yeah.
it was definitely like, yeah, I was like, whoa, this is heavy for sure. But
Dude, I picked up some shit. I'm not really for the like I'll try them, but I'm not really for like the barrel aged anything really. Like I'm not that's
yeah,
not really my
here and
vibe.
there. But yeah, yeah.
Like I'll try one,
Barrel age is like a
I'm not gonna buy a
every
bunch of them
whiskey.
though. Yeah. So I bought this one. I didn't look at the label. I was just like, oh, this looks cool. It's like one of one series type of deal. Like I think Tennessee Brew Works is doing it or something.
Mm,
And it's like wax dip. It's all fancy and shit. And
yeah,
but wax dip, but in like a 10-ounce bottle. Like it's not like not a 12
yeah.
ounce. I don't
I
think
know what
like
you're
it
talking
might
about.
be a
Yeah,
12 ounce.
yeah. I've
I was
seen
like,
those
this is
before.
weird. You don't usually
Yeah,
dip bottles that are this small. So I'm looking at it when I got home. The shit's like I think it's an estimated 12.2%. I was like, oh my God. Ugh.
damn.
I don't like when
Yeah,
you get up that high, like, dude, it just tastes like booze. Like, you might as well just be drinking a
yeah,
boozy drink.
definitely. Yeah,
But eight, I like to hover around the 8 zone,
yeah. Me too.
7,
It's like I
8.
haven't had, but yeah. Lately though, it's like because I just drink so many IPAs, just like basic kind of hazy IPAs. That's like the highest is like 7.5 usually.
Yeah, those are the fire though. Like
Yeah,
if you're like I think the best ones are like from 6-ish to like 7 something.
yeah.
I mean, you got some. I saw actually. Speaking of, I saw somebody online. One of the people we follow on Twitter made the statement that they think Bearded Iris Homestyle might be the best beer in the world. And
It is a pretty solid beer though.
I was like, I might not agree, might
And what,
not agree
well,
with you.
what, but what's crazy about that beer too is like it's named home style, and it's like it tastes like a true like local like homes, home brew. You know what I mean? Like your local IPA that you could get. Oh man, I'm gonna get the home style.
I mean,
Just like you
it's
would get the Ananda when you're like in Memphis or
yeah,
you know.
some of his shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this, I mean, the Homestyle is fucking amazing, and if you can
It's
get
good,
it,
yeah.
the double Homestyle comes out. Then they got the triple every
And
year.
it's like, yeah, I just dude. I mean, I don't know why, but that beer still is like resonates in my mind. Like like when I had it, you let me try it. But uh, but yeah, it's like it's very kind of frothy. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with the there was a it was like Fort Collins Brewery. I don't even know if
Mm.
they're like around anymore, but they're out of Colorado, and they had a Rocky Mountain IPA, and it felt like yeah, it was like so it was always super cold, and like the hops in it was just like so smooth, like it was like unreal, like
Hell yeah.
almost like a water, like like
Yeah,
spring
yeah.
water.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I've been as we've been drinking like a ton of fucking beers throughout doing these shows, I've definitely come to notice like it's all about it's just like chefs, dude. It's like the better ingredients you have, the better the beer is gonna be.
Yeah, yeah,
You know? It's like don't skimp on that shit because if you don't, then your shit's gonna be a fire, you know.
yeah. But what's crazy
So
too is like there's so many like juicy, hazy IPAs and flavorful like tropical IPAs with like the shit with the milk, milkshake IPAs and everything that
mm-hmm,
has lactose in it. But what's crazy is like I still miss like the old just the traditional IPA.
mm-hmm.
Like that's I feel like that's even getting harder to find because everybody wants to do all this crazy, juicy, hazy stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you can even get bearded iris down there,
No, we don't.
but
I've never seen it at least.
I just saw them in our local Target, by the way, which I was like, holy
Nice.
shit. Like you guys
Yeah,
got hooked something up.
yeah,
It was just the home style, but I was like, I would buy this here.
yeah.
Like if I was anywhere else and I
Mm,
whatever. So I don't know if you remember like if you remember the taste or anything, but like you said earlier, kind of it's stayed in your mind. But I feel like they haven't done a juicy IPA, and I feel
yeah,
like they don't need to.
yeah. That
Like I feel like
definitely
this
not.
shit is like it's citrusy enough. Like you don't need to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Well, you don't need to, yeah, because like now it's just like a trendy thing. Like even this Giacomo, it's like I said, it's like I almost prefer the old Giacomo IPA, which is like an almost like imperial IPA or like a reddish IPA,
Mm-hmm.
you know, versus like yeah, this juicy trying to be like, oh, we're trendy too, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you. It's it's I don't know, man. You got a good point. There's like it's the trendy shit is like it's kind of like wearing on me. I'm like, all right, cool. Like everybody's got this same shit.
Yeah,
Like recently I started like going to the beer store and getting like random um stouts. And I was like,
yeah, those are good, especially when it's starting to get cold, like cooler outside.
yeah, it was
Good fall, winter beers.
I think the thing, I was thinking about that recently. Like I think the reason that stouts come out, I mean this is probably proven, but um I think the reason stouts come out when they do is because it's cold out and because the beer
Yeah,
doesn't get as
that's what,
cold
yeah,
because the content is so much higher.
yeah, and
Um,
you get your body warmer.
yeah, like the both. I think they're both bearded iris beers actually. Both stouts, and they're both 10% in the fridge right now.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna. I was gonna bust one out for this show, but I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Might get too fucked up. Yeah, I got turned up on a Tuesday.
But yeah,
That song was so big when we were in Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah, dude.
Speaking of, Schmurder got out of jail. That's crazy.
I know I was just talking about Bobby Schmurder today. That's funny. I was talking to Tulsa people at work. Remember how those fucking little black girls would dance to it, and they're like fucking 5 years old.
Yeah,
I'm
it was crazy.
I'm a hot N word.
Yeah, I was like, okay, sick. Like we're airing this on
Yeah.
Lifetime. All right, cool. Definitely not gonna be the same songs. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Those events were kind of turned up though. Like
Yeah,
it was
dude.
kind of fun.
Yeah, it became like a dance competition before, like just people trying to dance in the fucking middle of the basketball court and
So
stuff.
fucking weird, dude. The
Uh,
weirdest shit ever. But anyways, I don't think Adam's gonna reveal November's album, so you guys can, unless you have one planned. Do you have one planned?
I mean, I have a couple that are like
Ooh,
in
kick
the,
around.
the arsenal, I guess
Ooh,
you could
okay.
say.
Any I'm
But
actually gonna like
yeah, I think so. I mean, there's ones I've told you. You know, there's a couple that we have like on
on the deck.
the list,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
yeah. But I could also just like throw a random one in there.
for sure.
But yeah,
Maybe for December, maybe we should do our favorite Christmas albums.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we should.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah,
Yeah,
like what would I play? But yeah, yeah,
I know what
for
I would
sure.
play.
What would you play?
Beach Boys Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was gonna
Yeah.
play Chipmunks Christmas, but whatever.
Ooh, okay, okay. It's a hit. It's a hit. Beach Boys Christmas was
Nah, that's a good
a
one.
staple in my. I swear to
Yeah.
God, I've heard that shit every single Christmas day of my entire life. Like
Oh, really?
it's
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, I
Like
could definitely see that.
yeah, my I don't know why, but yeah, that was like a thing in our house.
Yeah.
But it's
I
also
never really.
soothing. I listen to that shit all December. It's fine.
Yeah, I have like a Christmas playlist that I put together a couple of years ago, but it's like I call it my soulful Christmas playlist
There you go.
because it's just like a bunch of like it's like Ray Charles or not Ray Charles, but James Brown Christmas and shit, and like um like Jackson 5, shit like
Yeah,
that.
it's fire. Speaking
Yeah,
of, we're gonna put together a playlist for this show so that
yeah,
anybody who listens along can check that out and see what the fuck we're talking about. So like the three
we'll
songs
add
we
to it.
talked about on this episode
Yeah,
mainly will be on there. Stuff like that. But we'll get
that's,
that started soon and share a link. Check out our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook
you're
page.
gonna put them in order like from
Oh, fuck it. We'll
episode
mix it
episode
up.
one.
No,
Okay,
I'll let you decide. Like I don't care.
put it on shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe episode. I don't know.
Let's do it by episode. Like, just yeah, that's what I would want to do.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's episode
Yeah.
one, episode two.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just the highlights.
Just add to it every month.
Yeah. Why
Then,
not?
then y'all can put it on shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. We'll do it like chunks. I don't know how we'll split them. I guess you could, you have to listen along to see where we split them. But yeah, I think that's it. Unless you got anything to add.
Yeah, no, I don't.
All right.
You can
Well,
check out this album though.
yeah, go check out this album, Beggars Banquet, Rolling
This is a
Stones.
solid pick, dude. Solid pick. I'm
Thanks,
impressed.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried. I didn't think you were gonna like it at all.
No, I mean, like this thing is I like Rolling Stones. That what's funny is you picked this album, and then right before I told Chelsea what I was like, what album that we were gonna do, she was like, "Man, I've been on a Rolling Stones kick lately."
Oh, she has.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So
Did she
yeah,
listen to it?
yeah, for sure. That's what she's like. We need to listen to it. You need to listen to it. So we like listen to it together.
Nice. Did she like it?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I think she
Hell
likes
yeah.
all Rolling Stones. Like she likes Rolling Stones more than I do. I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I was a late Rolling Stones fan. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I
everyone
can see
knows
it
the
because like
hits and
now,
shit.
yeah, it's
But
like I mean, like I said, it's like they're gaining recognition again for just touring, I guess, you know. So it's still on the radio. I feel like that's what I'm saying. It's still on the radio more now too. Like that's probably why they're playing it on local radio here, the oldie station and stuff. Just like, oh yeah, you know.
Yeah. No, you got. Yeah, you're right.
Because I've heard probably like at least five Rolling Stones songs on the radio just in the last 2 days.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're yeah. Go, like Adam said, go check this shit out. Um, you know what I thought about before we recorded this. We haven't ever pushed out any social media stuff on this. So like,
No.
where can people check out you or follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram. I think it's a Kinich at just
K
Instagram.
yeah KNYCH.
KNYCH.
And everyone go and wish Adam happy birthday. His birthday was just yesterday, so or 2 days ago.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah. October 17th.
He old as fuck.
34. Yeah.
Shout out. 2 months older than me, the bastard. Um,
Yeah.
just in life, it's great. That's crazy as fuck, huh?
What? 34?
Yeah,
Yeah. It is weird.
crazy. Um, but anyways, you go check that out. Maybe we can announce what we pick for November, so maybe we can follow along or check it out and see, like see if anybody wants to listen to it before we talk about it next month.
Yeah.
But
sure. Yeah, we'll post it soon.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
socials.
on the socials. Go check out Adam stuff. You can follow Quick Sixer on all the stuff. Quick Sixer Cast on Twitter, Quick Sixer Podcast on Instagram. We posting all this stuff. I think Brittany's gonna do another review for November and December.
Nice.
I might kick her one of those beers that I have in the fridge because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
If anybody's never met Brittany, she's she's a small lady, so a 10% might do her in, so it could be kind of funny.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll kick her one of that. And she's the hugest Halloween fan ever, so go check our shit out. What else we got coming out?
Oh yeah, go check out the Halloween movie or no?
Oh yeah, go check out the Halloween movie. It's cool. It's just not. Yeah, it's not what you're expecting. I guarantee that.
Not to keep getting back into it because we're trying to end this thing, but yeah, the first Halloween one, it's like Chelsea really liked it. I mean, I like the because like now, like just because I work on TV shows and movies, I just pick it apart. But like, I mean, the set dressing and stuff and like the set design was like really good. And that's what's appealing to me is like more so like where they shot it because they shot it in North Carolina, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, but and like that was more appealing to me. I was like, oh, this looks really good, and then but yeah, just the storyline was like it was just like, oh my god, it just felt so drug out.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, we know he never dies, and you're gonna shoot him 8,000 times, and he's still gonna get back up.
There's So, actually, if you like Halloween, go and check out. They just released an episode of the movies that made us about Halloween on Netflix, which is awesome. Yeah,
that series is pretty cool.
And there's an episode about Halloween and that opening tracking shot. In specific, they go into like pretty great detail about how that went. Like it was like 50 grand of their like 300 grand budget just to do that shot. Which is crazy as shit.
That's insane.
So they did that, and it's pretty cool. Like I feel like that particular shot like changes that whole movie. It's you have no idea what the fuck's going on for like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So go check that out. That's super cool. Go check out the new Halloween while it's still on Peacock. Do the trial.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Just do the trial. You don't need to watch other shit.
It's also $4.99 a month, so
yeah, why not? Yeah, $9.99 if you don't want ads.
Yeah.
Which I was like, whatever. But yeah, it's cool. It's a good movie. It's not as I don't think it's as good as the 2018 or 2019, whatever Halloween.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's not as good.
Check it out. We'll still check
it out. It's got this weird like half-ass side storyline thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but anyway,
check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been dropping the needle. It's your boys, Adam Knitch, Bad Artist. It's
Yeah.
Quick Sixer podcast. Well, a Quick Sixer podcast.
A quick sister podcast.
Yeah, a Quick Sixer podcast. Quick Sixer Collective, as we
Yeah.
like to call it in the club. So go
Yeah.
check out all this stuff. We got some cool stuff coming up. I think this is going to be the last thing for October, but November, we're trying to have, if you haven't noticed by now, we changed our logo on a lot of things. And the artist behind that, Nathaniel Covington, he's been super busy. He just had an art show again in town. And we're going to have him and his partner in crime, Kenny. They do a podcast called Anyone Can Die. And it's about horror movies. We're going to try to do it for this month, but schedules didn't work out. But so we're going to try to push it to November. And that'll be, I think I'm going to have you and Brittany on it if you want to do it.
Okay.
Definitely Brittany. Brittany will be into it.
Yeah. I mean, well, sounds cool.
Yeah, it could be fun. I know Drew's
You're
really
wrong.
busy. Do what?
You're wrong. Just like, because I don't, they probably like know way more about horse shit. And just be like,
Oh my god, they're fucking nerds about it. It's crazy. What's it called? Yeah, Drew might be taking a hiatus for a little while.
Yeah.
He's got some personal stuff going on, and he's also editing a documentary about Slash. So there's that.
Nice.
Which is crazy just to hear that come out of my mouth. So weird. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's been you boys. This is Dropping the Needle. Check us out next month. We out.